Hello, this is Shadow of the Moon, and today I'm going to be doing a Miss Valley test hand and combo video for you. So I have my Miss Valley deck profile up. If you want to go watch that, please go do that. It was uploaded a couple days ago prior to this video, and the Miss Valleys are a lot of fun to be able to play because of just how fast they actually can be. It's possible to get 4 monsters on the field in one turn. Easily, and to be able to go into your own plays. Now, the fun thing about this deck is, yes, I wouldn't call this a tournament like level deck or anything like that, but it is kind of cool because you can go into like 2 disruptions, 2 negates, which I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but it's just the fact that it can, and it's just really, really cool because Miss Valleys have always been one of my favorite archetypes. And I've had this deck for a long time. I just didn't know that you could have actually updated it to where it is now. Before, it was always just like a Gen X Valley or it was a Harpy Valley deck just to be able to give it some support because obviously Miss Valley at the time wasn't able to stand on its own, but with the support and cards that have come out for it, you now actually can have a Miss Valley deck, and it's actually a lot of fun to play. So I would really recommend that you actually try it out. Also, I have up from this video, we are almost at 100 subscribers, and that is just mind-blowing. Thank you so much for watching my videos. You guys rock. Thank you. I just want to tell you how much I appreciate you always taking the time to view my videos and commenting and stuff. I always pay attention and look at that. That's just just mind-blowing. It's just so awesome. And with that, I'm actually going to be doing for my 100 subscribers special, I have a ×3 review, opening and review of the Cyber Dark structure decks that are coming out, so it'll be out in October. I just have to wait for them to ship because it was pre-ordered, so that definitely take a look out for that. Alright, so enough about me rambling. Let's go ahead and get straight on into it. Alright, so this is just going to be the first. I'm just going to show you a actual hand that you can have. I'm going to do test hands and combos, but this is going to be the first combo that I show you. It's like one of the better ones, and it's just something that you can easily pull off. So if you were to have these 5 cards in your hand, what you would play is you can go ahead, special summon Cock-a-doodle-doo, he becomes a level 3, then you're going to play Divine Wind and Miss Valley, because that's very important. Divine Wind and Miss Valley really makes this deck pop off, and it sucks, but it's limited to 1. I know why they did it, because you can do a lot of crazy stuff with the field spell, but it just still sucks because it does kind of hinder the deck, and it forces you to play cards like Metaverse or be able to try to search it out as much as possible, and you don't see it as much. So then you can special summon from a column that is there's nothing being pointed to it, Red-Haired Hasty Horse. Then you can normal summon your Miss Valley Shaman, bounce this back to special summon your Miss Condor, which then will activate Divine Wind and Miss Valley, and will get you a special summon of a level 4 lower 1 monster. So then we're going to special summon Miss Valley Shaman. If you have like Falcon, you can bounce that back to special summon Condor and get Shaman that way. But then from there, you can take your level 4 and your level 3 to go into your Dragster. And then you take these 2 and you can go into your Draco Berserker of the Tenyi. Alright, so that can be your first move. This is just going to show you what you can do with that hand, and that right there is going to be your 2 negates. You get your Omni negate, and then you've got your Spell and Trap negate, which is very, very important. And it's cool to actually see cards like Swords of Villain Light and Big Bang Shot in here because you don't really expect that, and it's just funny because if your opponent is a very aggro, if they are very aggro heavy deck, they have a very aggro heavy deck, you can easily kind of like slow them down by playing Big Bang Shot or Swords. And if you have Big Bang Shot, you can bounce back Big Bang Shot to remove from play the monster that was equipped with it. So it's like, here you go. Here's a equip spell card, gives you 400 attack, but I'm going to be bouncing it back when I attack and banishing your monster. You can also do the same thing with Miss Valley Thunderlord, which is really cool because Thunderlord doesn't require to be during when it attacks. It's during either player's turn. So we're going to shuffle, draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is going to be your hand. Alright, so not a bad hand. So you'll play your Upstart. You'll get that extra draw. So you got your Red-Haired Hasty Horse. Then you can play your red-haired hasty horse in attack mode, special summon Mist Valley Shaman, send these two to the graveyard, for your Great Fly, because it was 2 wind monsters. Play your Monster Reborn to bring back your Mist Valley Shaman. And then you can overlay and send these two, link them together for your Smorg, Bird of Sovereignty. Go ahead and play swords, because you can do that, because the monster you're going to be grabbing is going to be very, it's a low level. Then you can grab a Barrier Statue of the Storm Winds. So we're going to move this up here. And then you've got, now your opponent cannot attack it. You have swords on the field, and they cannot special summon anything except wind monsters. So that is a really good lock to get on your opponent, especially in the opening move. So now we're going to shuffle, and I'm going to try this again. And if I make any misplays, feel free to like call me out on it and say like, hey, you could have done this or do this. There's many ways you can play with this deck. I mean, there's not going to be 1,001 different combos that you can play off and be like, oh, you can play with this or you can play this, but it's just something that's just fun, and I enjoy doing all kinds of the test hands and combos. I've learned a lot being able to do that, so we're going to do this giant pile shuffle. You don't know where one section begins and another section ends, so shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. 2, 3, 4, 5. So we've got Terraforming, great, Shaman, and Gen X. So pretty good hand, actually. So what you'll do is play your Terraforming. This will be my hand. Play your Terraforming. Add your Divine Wind of Mist Valley to it. Okay, shuffle. You will play your Divine Wind of Mist Valley. This is where it gets really fun. Mist Valley Falcon. Bring this back to the hand. Mist Condor. And this will allow you to search your deck for a Mist Valley card. So we're going to play Mist Valley Falcon, and I'm going to show you why in a second. So then, since you can bounce back your Condor, special summon Gen X Alley Birdman, and I know you're like, wait, why are you like, you're bouncing back a Mist Condor for that? The reason I'm doing that is, this is how you can get out Thunderlord. So if you have this and this, you can go into your Mist Valley Thunderlord, because it is just 1 tuner plus 1 or more non-tuner Mist Valley monsters. Alright, so then what would be really cool about this is if you had your Big Bang Shot, you give it to your opponent, and then you can activate his effect whenever you want. So say they're about to, say they're swarming, and you know they're going to be linking or using an Exceed Summon, or they're going to be Synchro Summoning. You activate its effect, bounce this back, and then whatever the monster was equipped with it will be banished. Alright, so that's going to be one, and we're going to do one more. And this deck is just, it's funny. It's just really funny, because it's like, you can do so much with it in terms of being able to bounce stuff back to the hand. And that's one of the reasons why I love this deck, 2 pieces. So we're going to try to be a little bit more professional on this one. We're not going to have all of them clumped together. And that's why cards like Unexpected Die are in here too. It allows you to special summon a normal monster, which can give you your boost if you have Divine Wind of Mist Valley. So you would special summon Phantom Griffin. and then bounce that back to special summon like Miss Condor or Genix Owly Birdman, which then, if you have Divine Wind, will allow you to go into a higher level play. Alright, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have Reborn, Big Bang Shot, Swords, Mist, and this. Alright. Pretty good hand. So what you can do with this is, I'm going to put this down here. Activate your Swords Revealing Light. So you got that. Then you can play Miss Valley Shaman, bounce, or you can play, Reborn Tengu. Bounce back Reborn Tengu. Actually, you can't even do that. So you can play Miss Valley Shaman, and then bounce that back to play Miss Condor. And then if you still have the monster on the field by the next turn, you can draw. This will give you Miss Valley Falcon. Then you can have these two. And you can go into either a Great Fly, or you can go into a Castell, a Skyblasting Musketeer. So what we're going to do is, to get kind of like a little more synergy going, we're going to play these two. Nightmare Phoenix. Since Reborn Tengu was removed from the field, you can go into and add another Reborn Tengu, because that's his effect, allows you to special summon another one from your deck. And then from there you can go from this to this when you activate its effect, and its effect will trigger Nightmare Phoenix's because it is used as co-link. And then you can go into your Nightmare Unicorn. Also, another combo that you can do is, if you have your three, we'll say you've got your 3 monsters on the field. Let's say you've got these 3. You can go into Miss Valley, or not Miss Valley, Smorg Bird of Sovereignty, and you can, at the end phase, activate its effect. And instead of getting Very Best Touch of the Stormwinds, you can get your Miss Valley Apex Avian. And what's cool is, if you can get a Thunderbird if you have Thunderbird and you special summon it, which I'm actually going to show you how you can get both of those on the field to get an infinite lock without using like Union Carrier, since Union Carrier is banned. So, say you have Shaman, Falcon, Condor. Actually, here, make this a little bit easier. Your red-haired hasty horse. Make sure you have your Miss Condor, your Shaman, your field spell, and your Cockadoodle-Doo. Alright. Now this is something that if you have in your opening hand, it's a play you can do. So you're going to normal summon, or special summon Cockadoodle-Doo, activate Divine Wind and Miss Valley, go into your red-haired hasty horse. Then you're going to normal summon Miss Valley Shaman, bounce that back to play Miss Condor, which will then allow you to activate Divine Wind and special summon from your deck. Instead of pulling a Miss Valley Shaman, you would want to pull a Miss Valley Thunderbird. Alright, so you've got these 3, or these 4. You're going to take 1, 2, 3. You're going to go into your Smorg Bird of Sovereignty, and then at the end phase of your turn, bam. There is your infinite negate. So if they activate an effect, bounce this back, special summon. They activate an effect, bounce this back, special summon. So there you go. Alright, so that's going to be it for this deck profile. It's It is a lot of fun. Just keep in mind, there's not a whole lot you can do. Like, you can get 4 monsters in the field, and you can definitely set up for that infinite negate. Or you can get your 2 disruptions if you'd so choose. But it's just really cool. It's just something to be able to play around with. And if this is a deck that you're interested in, it is very, very, very cheap. Everything in this deck is, I think, this is probably about a $30 to $50 deck. So yeah, this is really, really cheap. And you're really going to enjoy it because it's just fun to bounce the monsters back, special summon them, and then use Divine Wind to bring out monsters from the deck and just have you keep going with that synergy. So, alright, with that, I'll see you guys next time.